When you picture Bali in your mind, what do you see? Is it the buzzing beach clubs, the super crowded streets? Well, today we're going to peel back that layer and show you a whole different side of the island. Let's dive into Tulamben, Bali, a levee's incredible hidden gem. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? It's not about the party scene. It's a promise of something deeper, a place that has its own quiet rhythm, its own soul. It hints at a history just waiting to be discovered, a pace that's a world away from the Bali most of us imagine. So, where exactly is this place? To really get what makes Tulamben so special, we've got to get off the beaten path. Let's head over to Bali's quiet coast. Okay, look at this. It really puts it all into perspective, right? On one side, you have that high-energy, bustling Bali that everybody knows. And on the other, you have Tulamben. We're talking pure coastal serenity and a real connection to authentic village life. It's like discovering the island's peaceful alter ego. And honestly, getting there is half the fun. This isn't just some quick taxi ride from the airport. Nope, the 2.5-hour drive is an experience in itself. You'll pass these lush rice paddies, winding mountain roads, and traditional villages. It slowly gets you into that perfectly tranquil Tulamben state of mind. But the real secret, the true heart of Tulamben, it isn't on land at all. It's just below the surface of the water. So now, we're going to go underwater to check out a piece of living history. Meet the USAT Liberty. This ship was actually a casualty of World War II. Decades later, a volcanic eruption pushed it right back to shore. And since then, well, nature has just worked its magic, turning this piece of history into a jaw-droppingly beautiful home for all kinds of marine life. So what makes diving here so incredible? First off, it's unbelievably accessible. You can literally just walk in from the beach and swim right over to it. No boat needed. That means it's perfect for divers of all skill levels. And once you're down there, you're surrounded by these incredible coral gardens and huge schools of tropical fish. The night dives in particular are just magical. Just try to imagine that for a second. You're floating through its old cargo holds, watching fish swim where soldiers once stood. It's this powerful, surreal experience where the heavy weight of history just melts away into the peaceful, quiet hum of the ocean. It's something you will never, ever forget. Okay, let's come up for air, because the story on the surface is just as dramatic. The whole village is literally framed by this incredible landscape that was forged by some serious natural power. The very first thing you'll notice when you hit the coast is this. Forget what you know about white sandy beaches. The shores here in Tulamben are this striking, deep volcanic black. And there's a good reason for that. This sand came directly from eruptions of the majestic, sacred Mount Agung, the volcano that just dominates the entire horizon. This volcano literally shaped the ground beneath your feet, creating this stunning, almost otherworldly contrast with the bright blue sea. But for the Balinese people, Mount Agung is so much more than just a pretty view. It's the spiritual heart of the island, a sacred place that holds immense cultural importance. You can feel its presence everywhere in Tulamben, this constant, powerful reminder of the connection between nature and daily life. And that deep, spiritual connection to the land, well, it flows right into the community itself. Because beyond the shipwreck and the volcano, the real soul of Tulamben is its people and their living, breathing traditions. This isn't some performance for tourists, not at all. Here, culture is just the authentic rhythm of everyday life. You'll see these small temples connecting people to the sea, daily offerings placed so carefully at doorsteps, and you'll smell that scent of incense mixing with the salt on the ocean breeze. It's absolutely genuine, and it's all around you. And that authenticity, it totally extends to the hospitality. The vibe in Tulamben is that you aren't just a tourist, you're a guest in their community. Just striking up a conversation with a local fisherman or a dive guide gives you this beautiful, rare glimpse into a culture that values harmony above everything else. Now, keeping a place this pristine, well, that doesn't just happen by accident. It's the result of a very conscious choice. And that brings us to why visiting Tulamben is basically a vote for a better, more thoughtful kind of tourism. There's this really powerful, positive cycle happening here. When you choose to visit Tulamben, you're directly supporting local, eco-friendly businesses. And that support, in turn, helps protect the very reef and the culture that make this village so special. It's a win-win that empowers the community for years to come. What it all boils down to is this. Tulamben has become a fantastic model for sustainable travel in Bali. It's a community that gets that its greatest assets are its natural beauty and its traditions. They've built a model based on protection, not exploitation. It's all about finding that perfect balance. So at the end of the day, Tulamben isn't just a dot on a map. It's an experience. It's the feeling of floating over a silent piece of history, watching the sunrise behind a sacred volcano, and sharing a genuine smile with a local. You don't just see it, you feel it. Which I guess leaves us with one final question for you. If you're the kind of traveler who's looking for more than just a pretty picture, if you're searching for an adventure that has real soul and a culture that's lived, not just performed, then Tulamben might just be the hidden gem you've been looking for all along.